start off first by thanking the Latinas LEAD and also thanking the Latino Community Foundation of Colorado for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today and share my story as an Afro-Latina philanthropist. I also want to thank the staff of the Latino Community Foundation of Colorado for the same thing, but also most importantly for providing us this platform and space to convene and share our stories with one another, stories which are all powerful, all our own, and all of value. I want to first talk a little bit about myself so you get to know a little bit about me and some things that you can not see in my professional biography, just so we can relate to one another and also to make it easier for you to know where my story is and where I'm coming from. I was born, like I said, born and raised en mi bella isla del encanto, Puerto Rico. Soy negra, soy trigueña, soy Afro-Latina, and what that means to me is that I embrace my African ancestry through everything that I do. I'm 27 years old, so a millennial. I'm a military brat with heaps of student loan debt. I based all my teenage life decisions on what Walter Mercado said on TV. And lastly, growing up, watching telenovelas como La Usurpadora or El Privilegio de Amar, those were a family affair. Actually, everybody in the neighborhood would come to our living room and just watch them all. So with that, now that you know a little bit about me, I want to share also my journey into becoming a philanthropist and share how me being a part of giving circles have influenced me, motivated me, changed me, and how those experiences have inadvertently become part of my identity. And in the end, I hope I leave you with a little sliver of encouragement and a little bit of advice too. And as cliche as it sounds, we all can be the change here. In college, I was heavily involved in clubs and organizations, and one of the clubs that my parents swore up and down I was part of a gang, but I was really part of a sorority. It was called Hermandad de Sigma Iota Alpha Incorporada. It is a Latina-based sorority that empowers Latinx communities. I was putting on events, I was collaborating with community leaders, I was fundraising, and I was creating so many volunteer opportunities for the student body. Little did I know that my hermanas and I were just knee-deep in philanthropy right there. All I knew at that time was that I liked putting things together, whether it be resources, whether it be people or money. In all honesty, I like the challenge of making something that's an idea into reality sector, both with the Denver Metro Chamber Leadership Foundation and during my personal time with Chinook Fund and the Young Latino Philanthropists, also a program of the Latino Community Foundation of Colorado. The work that I do makes it easy to flow in and out of the philanthropic sector. I recognize that not everyone has that privilege, but it is not my early career that defines my passion for making change. It is my past experiences that have led me into this precise moment of my life. It's my identity. It's my Afro-Boricua. It's my people who have shaped me. And so every decision I make is because of them and it's because of my past. I grew up in a home that was always having financial difficulties, but we always had open conversations about that. En la casa siempre la piña estaba agria, siempre. Which, if you guys don't know, that is colloquial in Puerto Rico, saying that there's no money, ever. So, growing up, we had these open conversations about it, and leading into my adulthood, I still have open conversations about that with my parents, with my siblings, and with my people. I know that money doesn't define me, and I have no ownership over it. So I try to help out wherever I can and vice versa. As I got older, I saw the world turning into this overwhelming, suffering kind of thing that I needed to fix. I have savior complexity. So this thought it's still in my mind. It still keeps me up at night. And I know that sometimes I feel hopeless and sometimes I feel useless, because what can I, a lone person that has debt, that is in Denver, so expensive in Denver, by the way, guys. What can I actually do to make a change and to make impact in my community? Like I said, I've not only experienced financial instability, but I've also experienced racial profiling by teachers, police officers, and in my workplace. I've also been the friend or the significant other that can't be taken home because of the skin of my color, or the color of my skin. I have time and time again been treated as a second-class citizen. Sometimes I just feel angry, and it's okay to name that, but it's also okay to channel that anger and turn it into something positive. So it's that passion that keeps moving me forward. Here in Colorado, I moved 3 years ago to start anew. I took my time to reflect on the things that I wanted to do, that I really actually wanted to do. I know that I want to make my family proud, and I also know that I want to live a life with purpose. In philanthropy, I do feel purposeful. I'm learning so much about my community and helping in my own way. Moving money into marginalized communities, moving money into our communities and investing in ourselves is what propels me to keep on pushing through. We need to make sure that we bring our power back to ourselves by not only doing meaningful contributions to organizations that are doing the great work, but also putting our expertise in it, putting our volunteerism in it, putting our activism in it as well. Philanthropy is about being a drop in the ocean and making ripples by always being questioning, always being challenging, and always remembering that you are the change you are seeking. And so I'll leave you now with this little sliver of advice that I promised. My advice to you all is, in every conversation that you bring yourself forward to, be your most authentic self. Be unapologetic about it, and just make sure that the best you, the best version of what makes you you, is the you that you think that nobody likes. So bring it forward to those conversations, and you'll see that you'll make that change within your communities. Thank you.